So, recently on, I think it was LinkedIn, I saw this post asking if anybody would want to participate in a contest where you make a monster noise. I figured, why not? Let's try and make some monster noises. Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video here on the channel. My name is Patrick, also known as Necatus, and today we will be creating monster noises. Now, when it comes to making a monster, we gotta first figure out what we want, and I'm thinking like, sort of like a dragon-like reptilian lizard, but like as if it was rolling out of the swamp, you know? Very guttural and liquidy sounding thing. Maybe not totally physical, somewhat ephemeral. As if it was made of sludge. That would be kind of cool. So let's go ahead and start doing some stuff. Now, to begin, I'm going to probably get a focus mainly on using my voice, because the best instrument you have for making animalistic like noises is to use the animalistic like noise generating machine we all have, which is our voice box. I think a great way to start would be to record just some like groaning and coughing and maybe some like just me trying to make some roaring sounds. This is gonna look kind of silly, so I'm sorry, but you're just gonna have to roll with it for a little bit. That tickled my throat. This is stupid. I gotta turn down my gain on that one. I think that's good. I think that's good for right now. Let's see what we got. So after recording my voice, I pitch shifted it down, and using Ableton's warping tools, I was able to get like these weird, like larger than life growls out of what I made. Some of them were used primarily just the Complex Pro version of the warping tools built into Ableton, because that lets me to adjust the formats, as well as a few other parameters to really get down to the nitty gritty of what I'm looking for. Things like, you know, the envelope as well. But after doing that, some of them I unwarped, but still pitch shift down, and they had like this oscillation to the way it produces the sound, but not like as in an oscillator, as in like it's a sound that repeats itself at a certain interval oscillation. And that added like an interesting character, and I was able, using EQ, to bring out some of the highs back to really kind of make it sound kind of wet sounding. That wasn't enough. I needed some things to glue it together. You know, adding reverb, the space of the room, kind of gentle, but like enough where you can hear the room reverberation. An EQ over the whole thing to bring down some of the bass, because I have a bass voice already, so I don't need to be extra bassy. But I really had to boost some of the highs again over the whole thing to really bring out and accentuate the closeness of the sound, as well as the wetness. And then I threw something called Thermal. It's a plugin that has like saturation, some modulation effects like flanger built into it, and it like oscillated between some flanging and some saturation, and then also compressed the sound together to kind of glue it all into one cohesive thing. A little tinge of reverb in there too, but not much. And then I use this multi-effect called Infiltrator. Throughout the majority of the sound that I've created, Infiltrator is off. But what I did is I automated it so that at points where things got loud, it would go up in the mix of Infiltrator. And the Infiltrator thing that I have set up is like a, it does a little bit of like, you know, reverb, delay, but also does some flanging and some distortion and all kinds of frequency shifting. And I have that set so that when the sound gets really loud, and I automate it using automation to get louder in the mix, to kind of give the sound of like what the room this creature is in, or the area this creature is in. So when the creature is really roaring, you can hear the ringing of the sound itself throughout the space. But also kind of gave it a slight metallic tinge to it, which was kind of interesting. As if, like, you know, there was like a large metal object nearby, and every time this thing roared, you could hear it vibrating off the metal itself. It also helped kind of glue things together, as far as like the reverberations go, as well as accentuated more of that wetness sound that I was going for that I thought was really interesting. So that was me experimenting with my voice to create some sort of monster sound for this contest that I found online. I'm going to include a link in the bio of this video to a decent sampler library I made using these sounds that I created here today, so you all can make your own kind of monster noise creature things based off of the sounds that I recorded here today. Who knows, maybe you'll make something really cool with it. I don't know. See you next time. Best, Patrick.